because you just don't have the time to do it. I want you to primarily focus on the readings that we've used in the course, unless you're touching on a topic that falls slightly outside of the course, which some people are, and in those cases I've suggested readings to them. But I would say, for a, let's say, 6 to 8 to 10 page paper, you can probably focus on two outside readings. And when you are using, of course, this goes without saying, when you're using the work of other people, you need to properly use quotations and citations, and don't plagiarize and things like that. And footnotes are fine. You guys can use the Harvard style of footnotes if you want to. It's pretty simple. Take a look at it on the internet, and it'll tell you how to cite using the Harvard style. Okay, yeah, I mean, I guess that's pretty much all there is to say about the paper for right now. Obviously, if you guys have questions, you're free to email me at any time, and I'm happy to provide any help that I can. Just like I did last week, I had a couple people stop by. I was out from Tuesday from 3 to 5 on the GLC Plaza. I'm going to be sitting outside doing a type of office hours, and I'm happy to help you guys with your paper at that time, or to discuss anything in the course that you guys want to discuss. Last week it did rain around 4 o'clock. I was out there meeting with Ronnie, and it started raining, so I actually ended up going inside. So if you tried to stop by towards the end, I'd already gone inside, so I apologize for that. But what I'll do this time is, if it does start raining and I'm out on GLC Plaza, I'm going to go across to where they put in the new cafe in the library at the Greenberries. So I'll be sitting in there, and we can meet in there in the case of rain. One more thing I wanted to mention today, as a matter of fact, I'm going to post a guide on Scholar to writing philosophically. It's from the Harvard Writing Center. It's a really excellent introduction to writing philosophy to go along with the Vaughn. So I'm going to ask you guys to take a look at least the beginning of that. It's a pretty lengthy document, but at the very least, I want you to peruse that and get some idea of what you should be thinking about when you're writing a philosophy paper. So please take a look at that today. Some closing remarks on the class. Once again, I thought you guys worked really hard, and I was very impressed with the discussions that we had on the website. I was very pleased with the website. I thought that worked really well. It was my first time teaching online, so I was trying to get sort of all the tools figured out. But I thought the website worked well. I think it can be improved thanks to some of the suggestions that you guys made in the midterm evaluation. Once that's another thing, there will be an evaluation that's coming out this week. I'll get some information out to you guys as soon as I get information on how those evaluations are going to take place. And once again, the main themes of the course, the things I wanted you guys to get away from it, I wanted you to have a basic understanding of sort of the predominant theoretical frameworks for ethics and Western philosophy, which are categorical ethics and consequentialism, which, we also touched a little bit on particularism, which is another famous school of ethics, and then there's virtue ethics. And we didn't get into those too much, but I just wanted to throw those terms out there for something that you may want to look to in the future. This week, I'm going to try to put up a list of suggested readings to go along with each of the topics that we looked at throughout the course. So if you guys are really interested in these topics, those are some of the things that you're going to want to look at. I have already posted the participation grades for week 5. They're only going to be 5 weeks of participation grades. So, I mean, this week there's going to be very little participation. So, essentially, you can get an idea by looking at the website, you can get an idea of 40% of your grade just by looking at those 5 weeks of participation. And then, of course, another 20% is the quizzes, and another 20% was the midterm. So you can already probably get a pretty decent idea of what your grade is going to be, and then depending on your papers. I do have your papers due by Friday, and I believe the time I listed on Scholar, or sorry, on your syllabus is 5 p.m. I think that's right. Whatever time I have listed on the syllabus, just make sure you have those in to me by then. Send them to my email address, which should be on the syllabus as well. And I think the grades are due on the 5th of July, the 4th or 5th of July. So I'll have them in by then, and however long it takes the administrative staff to turn those around and post them. But I think you guys are doing a great job, so I wouldn't be too concerned about that. And then the other theoretical issue we looked at was universalism. Should there be moral principles and human rights that apply universally around the globe, or is it just strictly culturally based? So I hope you guys have a better understanding of that debate, and maybe have a better sense of what you think about that debate, and how that debate can inform real world problems. And then once again, I mean, the thing that I want you guys to be able to take away from this really is what the guy in the TED Talk was talking about, where he was talking about the moral operating system. And when you're faced with some of these issues and you hear these issues in the news, you're armed a little bit better to actually take a step back and think about these issues and try to reason out, what's the rationale behind some of these decisions, and if you were a decision maker in those positions, what sort of theoretical frameworks would you use to make your decisions? So it's been a great teaching experience for me. I've really enjoyed teaching online more than I expected. You guys have done a fantastic job. And I think I'm going to be teaching a class in the fall, so maybe I'll see you guys in that, and if not, hopefully I'll see you around campus. You can feel free, if you have any questions at any time, any questions, comments, remarks about the course, about some of the topics we covered, about philosophy in general, feel free to send me an email, and I'll be happy to talk with you, grab a coffee, something like that. So hope you guys have enjoyed the course. I know I really have, and I wish you the best of luck in the rest of your academic career and your lives. Take care.